This video will demonstrate the basic user functionality for the curbside delivery application from Last Mile Terminal. The first thing you will do is select the application on your phone or other mobile device, and you'll be instructed to enter your cell phone number. You'll be sent a verification code. When you enter that code, you'll be brought to the Get Started screen. You'll see that there's 3 buttons at the bottom of the screen, one for orders, one for curbside, and one for the menu. The order button is where you'll originate customer orders and locate them to a staging location. Curbside is where you'll handle all your delivery functionality, including delivery confirmation. On the menu screen, you can see administrative tasks such as a dashboard where you can see your metrics for the month and how many packages you have successfully delivered through the system. Profile is for the person that is logged into the system. The person can turn notifications on and off, and they can change their password on this screen. Notifications include when customers arrive and are staged in the parking lot, and when delivery confirmations take place. Find Bag is where you can enter any bag QR code or identifier and see where that bag is supposed to be and who it belongs to. Print Labels is where you can go in to print your labels for customer orders or to set up your racking system or shelves. When I click on bags, it asks me how many pages of labels I would like to print. There's 10 labels to a page, and every time I download, the number sequence will increase so that I do not get any repeat labels. Store users are where you can see a list of the people or associates assigned to the store. Management personnel can set up a store user, or they can edit. They can turn notifications on or off for the individual, and they can enable and disable that employee. You can also sign out from this menu screen. It is suggested that after each shift, every employee signs out of the system. On the order screen, you can see that I already have an order that was picked up, or 2 orders that were picked up, and 1 available for pickup. If I had no other orders for the day and I was just starting out, I would only see 1 ribbon that said Create Order. Any of these ribbons can be drilled down into. I can see that I had 1 customer who had 2 bags. I can click and drill down into the bag and see information for the bag. When it was modified, who did the modification, who created the order, and the customer information. Now we're going to go ahead and create an order. We simply enter the customer's first name, last name, and cell phone number. You can also enter an email address. You can set a priority on the order, and you can add any comments associated with that order. Once I click next, I'm going to see that the system is telling me to place the products in a bag and scan a QR code. So now if I'm using the QR codes that are pre-printed on the labels, I simply take one, attach it to the order, and scan the QR code. I can use any numerical identifier I want as long as it doesn't repeat itself. I could use, for instance, the customer's receipt. I could use the last 4 digits notified somewhere. I click next, and now it's saying enter the code. I can either scan the QR code by clicking the camera function on my phone, this icon up here, or I can simply enter the number. I'm going to enter the number for this exercise. We have code 1298 that will now be associated with that customer order. I click OK, and I'm asked to confirm by clicking this check mark up here. Now the system is telling me to scan the QR code on the rack where the bags are placed. I find an empty location on the rack. I click next, and I scan or enter the location number. All locations need to start with an alpha character. So in this case, I'm going to enter shelving unit A, position 5. I click OK. It's asking me to confirm. And it says an order has been created. So now you can see I have 2 available for pickup. They both happen to be for the same customer. The customer had another order on the rack. I could see that the bags are $12.98 and $7.896. And again, I can drill down into the order. Once the items or bags are located onto the shelf, the customer will receive a text message that says you have 2 bags waiting to be picked up at curbside store. When you arrive, click here. They simply click on the text message, and they will receive instruction on what to do next. If it was an email, they would be instructed to click and go through the browser on their phone. The next step is to go to the Curbside app, and you can see we have 3 ribbons here. We have arrivals. We can check a bag into storage that was out of place or found in the find bag using find bag. And if a shopper shows up unannounced, we can simply click here and see where to get their bag from. Once the customer selects whether they are coming into the store or they are going to get the delivery curbside, they will be asked, if it's curbside, they will be asked to select a parking space. And you can see that once the customer does that, the arrivals queue will change. If I had 10 customers here, it would give me the list of 10 customers. It would tell me where they were. If they were coming into the store, it would denote Phil Wolf in store. I simply choose the next person on the list. This person arrived a few seconds ago. The system is now telling me that their bags are located in 7896 in B12. So I'm going to scan the bag 7896 from the location, and again, I can either scan or enter. I've taken 7896 from the location and I'm going to confirm it. It's telling me that I've been successful in my scan, and it's also telling me that this customer has another bag. It's $12.98 and it's an A5. I go to location A5, I scan out $12.98, and I click OK. I always need to click this check mark up here to confirm. And now, because the system is intuitive and knows that it's the last bag for that customer, it's telling me to go ahead, take those 2 bags, and deliver them to the customer, Phil Wolf, in parking spot 1. I then hit continue. I bring the bag to the customer. The customer can physically just pop the trunk. I put the bags in, and now I'm going to scan the QR code that the customer received once I took the bags from the location. In this case, the customer's number is 9454. And again, I can scan, and this scan can be done through the window on a car if it has to be. Or I can enter the number. I click OK. The system tells me that I've been successful in delivering the bags, and the customer has received a message thanking them for shopping at the store and to please come again. Now that I've completed the order, I can go back to the order screen. I could see that I no longer have any bags waiting to be picked up. I have 4 that were created for the day and that have been picked up. That concludes the basic functionality for the curbside software application from Last Mile Terminal. If you have any questions or need help in installing or using the app, please feel free to call us or send us an email at any time. Thank you.